So tonight I want to get you, give me a preview, please. This is so important. With the fabulous Lisa Gill, Managing Director, J.P. Morgan, and their Chief Analyst for Healthcare, Services, Managed Care, and Facilities, which is where the action is right now. Ms. Gill, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thank you, Jim. I really love that you have me every time before our healthcare conference. And once again, you made a note that this is virtual. I'm so sad we're not seeing each other in person.
I agree. I feel the same. And one of the things I want people to understand is if you want to try to get a beat on what's going to happen in 2022, it's this conference. So maybe virtually you can give us some of the big themes you see that will come out of the conference next week.
Yeah, I mean, I think we saw a little bit of a preview of the conference from Humana yesterday, where they came out and they pre-announced their Medicare Advantage numbers, and they were lower than what we were expecting. And so Medicare Advantage has been a great product for the managed care companies. And so I think we're going to look for the other companies to make comments around what we're seeing. And is this a Humana problem or is this an industry problem? You know, some of the other themes that we're looking towards are things like value-based care. You and I over the years have talked a lot about consumerism in healthcare. You know, one of our favorite names over the last few years has been CVS. We're super excited to hear what they have to say. You mentioned M&A at the beginning of the conversation. They've talked about doing something on the physician side. Will they buy, you know, a group of physicians? Will they employ physicians? How do we think about that? And really, how do we think about healthcare, generally speaking, around Omicron as well as other variants, and how do we think about COVID? COVID is still there, unfortunately, as we're sitting here virtually. So we'll be looking to hear from the companies around what that means to utilization.
I just want to circle back on CVS for a second. I would talk to you when the stock was in the mid-50s. There wasn't a soul who liked it other than you. Everyone told me this thing was just going to the 30s. You said you got to double down. How did you see that? And can, after it has doubled, stay with it?
I think you can. I mean, again, if you think about the premier company in healthcare services is really United Healthcare, and that company trades at over 20 times. We're looking at CVS, it trades about 12.5 times. I'm not even arguing for a United multiple, but, you know, somewhere in between. A 14 multiple is going to give you another 20% upside from here. So, you know, when I think about CVS, the other thing that's really changed over the years since you and I have talked about it, one, the Aetna transaction back in 2018, and two, I know that you are also a fan of Karen Lynch and the fact that, you know, Karen's done a great job with this business. And I really think that there's a lot of opportunity ahead for them.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @JimCramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.